Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Good
Welcome
morning.
to Brunch. Good morning. Good morning, Emma, Mim, Agne. Oh my goodness! Like it's going to it's going to be exciting one today. So if anyone watching, please say hi and send some love. So we're going to talk how our business helped in our lives and how our business changed our lives. And we got very, very different stories. Agne, who is in Thailand, Mim in UK, busy mom. We got Emma, who is fitness instructor. Myself, who doesn't know, I'm fitness instructor as well, mom of two, and teenagers though, it's hard. So anyway, so we're going to start with Emma, and I'm gonna mute myself so everyone can hear clear. And if any, by the way, if any issues with the internet or anything, please do comment, and we can make sure it's all going smooth. Okay, Emma, unmute yourself and share your story.
Hey everybody, my name's Emma. I am from Bournemouth in the UK. So I started about, I think it's coming up to 5-6 years now. And I started on the products mainly because I wasn't eating enough fruit and vegetables. And it just kind of made sense to me at the beginning to do that. And I'm not going to lie, I was very skeptical because of my background working in healthcare at the beginning as a therapy assistant, and now I'm physio, so I'm very sciencey background. And I said to my friend, "Oh, be careful, and all this." And then I looked at the research that the company has, and it was absolutely fantastic to see all of that amazing, good quality research to support, and it just made sense. So started on the fruits and vegetable capsules with the berries as well. And, the results I had within a matter of months in terms of the recurrent UTIs I was having, and I thought I was healthy before, I thought I ate my 5 fruit and veg a day, but no, I really didn't. And in terms of energy levels and things like that before was non-existent really. I wasn't having breakfast or a good quality breakfast, so I was really tired all the time and having a cold most of the time as well. I was always battling with something. And the products just changed things for me a lot, and my skin improved, my energy improved, my immune system improved, all over a course of a few weeks, a few months, and then over a course of a couple of years as well. I had a really bad eczema type condition on my hands, and it took a little while to for the flare-ups to sort of settle themselves, but they were just absolutely incredible. And after about 6 months or so, I really started to notice that the flare-ups were getting so much better that I would have a stint of good times with maybe a few weeks or a few months, and then I'd have one day where I'd have a really bad flare-up, but before it was the complete opposite. I'd only have one day where it was good. So it was a big change for me. And obviously doing classes and things, I was only really doing one class a week, right at the very beginning of this journey with the company. And so I could manage, but then as soon as I upped my classes every after, I can't remember how many years down the line, but I really needed something that could give me more energy to be able to go to work full time in my physio job, and then be able to do my classes in the evening as well. And these products absolutely changed that for me in terms of my so I think it was the uplift that I brought in, which was absolutely fantastic, and the Perform, just incredible. So I started with the business, and I was just there to make a little bit of extra money for myself, but just to kind of help other people gain the benefits of what I did in terms of the great immune system, the energy levels, just giving people that good nutrition that we unfortunately lack a lot of the time in our diets. And I was just there to, do a little bit here and there, nothing too serious, and just earn a little bit of extra commission back on my own products to be able to have, you know, basically cover the cost of them. Obviously, along the way, you know, we've managed to connect with so many different people. Like, guys, I didn't know any of these people really before I started. I think Agne probably was maybe at a Zumba event at some point, but we'd never necessarily like bumped into each other properly. And the same with Regina. I knew her in the Zumba world, but never really like connected properly. So because it's such a massive, it's just such a massive world, isn't it? And then obviously in this company, I've met so many incredible people through our team, throughout the wider team, you know, and it's been absolutely fantastic, the community that comes together and to help and support each other out, which is amazing. And there you go, you can see here, this is when I qualified again. So basically I went cumulative with my, it was what was it called? SDD at the time, wasn't it, back in the day, which wasn't a great name. But yeah, so I went cumulative with that. I kind of got a bit bored and I was like, I just want the extra commission. So just add the points up and I'll, I'll do it the easy way. Anyway, I, during the lockdown, had so much, well, I wouldn't say it had so much more time because actually I was working in the thick of COVID in the hospital. So I was doing classes online. I was, you know, doing this as well online, and everybody needed that little bits of something to help with their health. You know, it was quite a scary time, obviously, for a lot of people. So they were really focused on wanting to improve their health and things. So they changed the names of the achievements. So I managed to requalify for my SP and get my 2 bonuses as well, which is amazing. And even the bonuses that I've had throughout the way, I know. You know, with the 3 and 5 that we've had recently, I think we've had like Moneymaker in March or something. I can't even remember. Like, there's just been so many, and it's just been lovely to have that little bit of extra money. I mean, I've had 4 holidays this year. Like, that's kind of unheard of for me. Went to New York, went to Malaga with a family, went to Malta with a friend, and then went to Dublin at the end of this year, like in October time. So, you know, having that little bit of extra money just allowed me to be able to do that, which is fantastic. And it's just kind of like a weight off your shoulders when you know that you've got that little bit of extra money, that you don't have to necessarily, you know, think, oh, I must really save this, you know, because, you know, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to afford X, Y, and Z. You know, just knowing that you're having that regular income, regardless of however much it is, you know, it's going to be able to cover whether it's your products or something nice for you and your kids, or your family and things like that. And this business opportunity is going to give so much for so many people. I'm really excited for the future, because as we go along, you know, I get more serious and serious and serious in this business, and in terms of building and helping other people, which is amazing. But you can do this business however you want. You don't have a boss. You've got a load of people to be able to help and support you, and to be able to get you to where you really want to be. But you don't have to do this, you know, full time. But if you want to, you really can. And that's the great thing about it. You know, I started off really not that serious, and I've enjoyed the whole process throughout the time, and just, yeah, absolutely just blown away with the company and how much it invests in us as well. Like, you know, all the different incentives, like the Mallorca party thing that they had with the boat party and the holidays, and I think they're flying the NMDs out to Lisbon soon. So, you know, the company's absolutely incredible, and it puts a lot of money back into the people and into the products itself, which is so cool.
Love
So
that,
yeah,
yeah,
that's me.
Thank you so much, Emma, for sharing. And now we're going to Agne. And actually, I have to say, I'm so lucky, Agne, we have on the call, because she is in Thailand. Agne, if you unmute yourself, and let me do this.
Yeah.
So we have a bigger picture of you. And Agne, please do share your story. And I'm going to share some of your recent pictures you send across, and people can, I don't know, be inspired or jealous, whatever you like. By the way, if you would like to comment anything, I'm going to bring some comments here if you like. And yeah, go ahead, Agne. Share your story.
Yeah, so hello everyone. So thanks for having me. Excited to be here. And yes, it's 5 after 5 here in Thailand, so it's 7 hours difference. So we're still able to make it. And to be honest, that's probably the only time I can get on calls like that. So but yeah, my story is, so I joined this business, like, I love what Emma said. I definitely agree, on all those things, what this business can give to people. And for me, this business has given a lot. It changed my life, it transformed my life, and I will be forever grateful, and be forever grateful for Regina as well, because she was the one that shared the opportunity with me, when she helped me to start off, and she gave me all the foundations as well. So but the way how I found this business, so I joined over 4 years ago. I worked in a call center job that I spent 6 years, and my job was to take calls all day long, just to deal with customers' complaints. Just my job was to retain customers in the company and upsell them as well. So imagine the person calling you to shout on the phone that the TV is not working, that the bill's going up, and the money is being taken, and all of these things, and you need to like deal with emotions, make sure they can settle them down, and you can talk to the person and try to resolve the issue. So that was very difficult job mentally. I spent 6 years there, and in evenings and weekends I was teaching Zumba classes like Regina as well, and I was studying part-time sport, fitness, and coaching at the Open University, like a remote studying. So but yeah, I was very busy, and I actually, when I was offered this opportunity, I was also about to become a makeup artist. So actually, I was about to fly to Lithuania and take trainings and all of that, because I thought, I always, the thing is, I always wanted to quit my job. I always wanted to escape 9 to 5, but didn't know how. And that's why then I started to look at makeup thing, or maybe I could become a makeup artist, maybe I could do this. And then Regina offered me this opportunity, on my 25th birthday. There was an Ibiza, I remember so well. I was financially broke, to be honest. Like, I went on holiday on a credit card because it was never enough. It was never enough. Whatever I used to get paid, I would just pay the bills, and then that's it. We wouldn't really have much money, and that's why you always use credit card and going into debt and things like that. So I was actually, at that time, I was really anxious as well. I was struggling with insomnia, anxiety, and a lot of things, and I wasn't in a good space mentally either. And when I was offered the opportunity, I said, no, there's no way I won't join. I don't have time. Just, please don't be excited with me. I'm not really interested in network marketing. I was very skeptical because all I knew about network marketing, I think a lot of people that are watching right now, maybe they're like, oh my God, like this has never worked for me. Network marketing is this. So it was the same. I never believed that people can work from anywhere in the world. I never believed there is a way like that. Like, I always thought there's some scam or people taking money, and then, they just basically selling the dream. And that's the end of it. Like, I never actually believed that you can really work from anywhere in the world. So that's why I never believed that network marketing is legit and I can actually create a solid business here. So when I was offered, I was, no, there's no way I won't join. But I still got on a call when I came back from holiday, and I was, basically introduced to the opportunity, how everything works, what the products are, and things like that. But I said, I'm going to think, I'm not going to join, because I just didn't want to join. And to be honest, even that £50 sign up fee wasn't really what I was able to afford at that point, because I spent all the money on the makeup courses, on flying Lithuania. So even the £50 meant so much at that point. And but then one day I came back from work, and I was so tired, and I was really mentally like tired. And I think Dan, like, our upline, he just messaged, and I think, like, not only this message, but because I've been watching what Regina is doing, what Dan is doing, and I've seen that it's having a lifestyle that don't need to work for others, and I wanted the same. And I got a message, and I was like, just send me the link, I'm going to sign up. And I remember when I paid £49, I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. I didn't say anyone that I'm joining, even my partner. No one knew that I'm joining, because I know if I'm going to tell someone that I'm joining, then people will try to change my mind. And I didn't say that because I knew what it's going to be. And when a lot of you guys are maybe watching and thinking to join, you go and tell your partners, you go and tell your friends, and then they, oh, this business doesn't work. And then you're like, oh, my friend told me it doesn't work, so I'm not going to join. I had so many times people like almost signing up, and they going and asking opinion for people that have no idea about this business. So and that's why, like, my gut, my intuition told me, don't tell to anyone, just sign up, and I signed up. So basically, but for 2 months I was kind of floating around the business, wasn't doing much in the business, to be honest. Like, Regina knows that, but obviously I wasn't really straight into it. I was like half negative mindset, positive mindset. So I was like kind of one side, the other side, I didn't get much support. Like Zumba instructors were all like, oh, this is scam, all of this. And people didn't support me. And I think the start of it was very difficult. And I think it was a test to see how bad I want to change my life. Because if I'm honest, you guys, this opportunity came to me because I attracted with my own mind. Because when I was teenager, 15, 16, 7-year-old, I always used to say to my parents, I will never work for anyone in my life. Like, I will never work. Like, I will find a way how to work for myself. Like, and I always had that hustle in me. Like, since a 19-year-old, when I moved to Scotland, I never asked money from my parents. Like, and even before then, I was trying to make my money, like side hustle, selling clothes and all of that. So always had that in my blood, like that I know how can I make my, like, I always want to be independent. I never want to be dependent on someone, And obviously then I had a switch moment. So the day when everything changed, it was the end of September 2018. I was in a gym lifting weights, 27th of the month. I remember so well because I used to get paid on the 27th every month for my previous job. And I got the money as every single month, and all the money was transferred to the bills. And that's it, like, see you later, that is your pay slip. And then I really got mad on myself. So how long this is going to last? You're going to go to that job another month, take calls every single day, and not going to do anything with your life, And I was really mad on myself, absolutely mad. Honestly, guys, I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, I'm going to do top in this company, like top of the compensation plan, and no one is going to stop me. Like, I don't care what people are going to say. People don't want to be with me. I don't care. I'm going to the top because that's the only way how can I change my life, because Zumba is not going to give me this what this business can give. Makeup is not going to give me, because this business, there is no financial limit. It's passive income. You can work from anywhere in the world. You don't need to physically be in a place. You take your phones and you go anywhere. And I just saw that, I saw how people do this, and I saw the real people. And, the long story short, I never stopped since that day, never stopped now, 4 years and counting, never had a day when I didn't work on this business. And what happened in less than 2 years, since I made that decision, I basically completely changed my life turnaround. Out of 11 positions in a compensation plan, I reached 7 positions, and I became national marketing director on the 25th. So think about this, guys. 23rd birthday was the day when Regina offered me the opportunity on my birthday. 2 years later, I was already national marketing director. So think about this, how your life can change in 2 years. It actually changed less than 2 years. And, being a national marketing director, it's changed your life. The bonus is 7,200. It's real life changing. And your income is life changing as well, because once you're NMD, everything really, you start making like 2, 3, 4 times more than you make in your full-time job, and also how many people I was able also to change their lives as well on top of that, because you can't be successful and not help others to be successful. NMD is a team's achievement, but you need to find those people. You need to consistently do that every month. And then I quit my job, 2 months later, I quit my job because I was at this stage, I actually needed to stay until the end of the contract in my job, because I used all the holidays and all of that. So because all the holidays I had, I always sacrificed the last 2 months for the business, for events, for deadlines. I was so committed, and I knew that if I'm going to give all into this business, I will be able to quit my job one day, which I did. And I was actually pandemic. We used to work from home. So we transferred our office to the home, and we had the headset. So the last 3-4 months before I quit my job, I was on 2 laptops. I was taking calls, but I was, dealing with my business, because my business was so big and there was so momentum, and I didn't have time to actually work anymore a call center job. It didn't make sense to work anymore anyway, because even when you look at financial, what I was making in a month in the call center job, I was making 4 times more with Juice Plus, already. So what's the point to waste my energy 5 hours a day for whatever reason? And it was the best thing ever when I told my manager, because it's a bit funny story, because my calls were absolutely terrible, and my manager called me and said, Agne, listen to your calls and the quality is very bad. What's happening with you? And I said to him, listen, I'm actually to give my notice. I'm leaving, and where are you going? I said, I'm not going anywhere. I said, I'm just going to focus on my business only. And it was like that moment, because you know what? I sacrificed all my breaks, all my lunch breaks. I said no to the colleagues. I said no to people that they were going park and stuff. And I was also always sneaking into my phone. If it was like a team meeting, if I had an opportunity, I would spend my time on my phone building the business. And maybe for those people, it looked like, oh, she's always on the phone. She's always with this business thing. But then when the day came, I quit my job. It was like a punch in their face. She's actually did it. She's really did it. So think about this, guys. If you really want to quit your job one day, like I was, imagine that moment, because that moment when I gave my notice in, I used to visualize every day before I would start my work. So I say to, like, when I share my story, I always say, at that, like, last maybe 18 months before I quit my job, I used to come to work. My physical body was in work, but my mindset was completely, like, it was outside. I wasn't working there anymore. They used to talk about, oh, what are you going to reach next year in the work? And I'm like, I'm not here anymore. Like, yes, you see me, but I'm not here anymore. I'm in my business. That's why I think the best top tip I can give is always think that you achieved what you want to achieve. Like, believe that is true, because it will come true. And then I quit my job, and also my partner quit his job because, he was also working in a customer service, and told them, listen, enough is enough. I mean, we will find a way. If this business is not going to work, we will find a way. But obviously I knew if I'm going to give my 100%, and of course it's going to work even more. And yeah, that's what happened. So we both quit our jobs in 2020 during pandemic, and a lot of people struggle with jobs, struggle financially, but we actually were in the best position that we ever been. We're able to renovate our flat as well, with a lot of things. Obviously pay off all the debts as well, and also invest money as well, because I in a very short time I got over £10,000 in bonus plus commissions. And then what happened later? 10 months later, we doubled our business, reached international marketing director position that comes with £21,600 bonus, which was a life change. Sorry, I'm lying, 14,400. I'm just already thinking about next position. There was £14,400 bonus. And I remember so well, it was last June 2021. My paycheck was the same amount I used to get paid in 1 year working a call center job. And I was just 26 years old. So I quit my job at 25. At 26, I got the biggest paycheck in my life so far, which was, I can tell you, was about £20,000 in 1 month. And that obviously came because of the previous one that I put in. And when you see the amount in your bank, you think that someone overpaid you, and I know that it's a very small amount when you think about the bigger people and all of that, people making 500K a month, there are people like that in this business. So, and I really, really believe that this business is able to change our life, because I told you I was skeptical. I never believed that you can travel and work from anywhere in the world, but you can. And now it's my 5th time I'm in Thailand. I already spent 100 days in Thailand this year, January, February, March. I came back in April. I actually calculated this year I was 200 days traveling out of 365, and I never actually been traveling so much in my life. So it was like the biggest travel year, and I'm staying in Thailand without return tickets so far, because now obviously I can do that. So think about this, guys. What can happen in your life, and I told you my story. I was skeptical. I didn't know how to build a business. I didn't know anything about network marketing like everyone else. And to be honest, over the last 4 years and a bit, I even not invested anything in any course. Like, I actually gain all the information from the teams and obviously from podcasts and everything like that. But I'm still learning every day. I'm still like listening to people like Jessie Lee and Fraser Brooks, Eric War. There's so many free trainings you can also access. Obviously, there are so many events, so many masterminds you can invest as well. And there's so much, that this opportunity is giving. And it's completely changed my life. And I'm very passionate about this business, and I can tell you, one yes can definitely transform your life. And it's very like sad sometimes people turn it down, or they maybe start the business and then disappear after 2 weeks. Because I remember so well, like when I joined, like Regina, she had a bit of the training team going on as well, and all those people actually not even stayed anymore, and they're probably now working in the jobs they hate, they're doing things they hate. And then you think, a lot of people now to me say, oh, you have a very good lifestyle, you can travel, work from anywhere in the world, like so lucky. I'm not lucky. Like I paid a huge, enormous price that so many people are not even prepared to pay. Like you have no idea how much it took to get to this lifestyle. You know, it wasn't given to me. Like I'm like everyone else, worked in a call center job, like in 9 to 5, and I had 24 days of traveling. You know, and I just made a decision to put all work into this business because there is no better business model than this. That the very low investment, you can actually make a top fortune. You know, you really can. All you need to invest in this business is energy and time. That's the biggest investment. The only investment is £50. Now it's £25, which is ridiculous. The products, you don't need to really invest in them. Of course, we recommend to invest, but I mean, you don't need to invest to sell or something like that because the company will ship directly. And I know what the funny thing is, I'm in Thailand. I'm making orders to different countries, Netherlands, whatever. And one woman, like, she actually ordered from me last week and she sent me the message, oh, I already received your parcel. You sending so quick. So I'm not sending it. So I'm sitting in Thailand. So the company is sending to you, you know. So I can't send anything, you know, like, and that's the thing, you know, if I was offered the opportunity, like, that you would need to ship yourself, I couldn't do this business, you know, like I couldn't travel, and I wouldn't probably say yes. So I think what we have in network marketing industry is very huge, and obviously the company is going to open more countries next year, and it's going to be a huge new market. And for us, like as Lithuanian as well, I'm Lithuanian myself, and so, you know, it's going to be a big potential because we're going to be the founding members in those markets that Juice Plus is not in yet. And I'd say to everyone, like, say from those countries, think about this. You join right now, you train yourself up, you get to know how this business works. And then those markets come in, you will become a founding member, right? So you will be the ones that's going to teach others how to bring a successful business, you know, and you can make a huge fortune. So there's a huge potential right now. And yes, I mean, New Year is going to start soon, so you should definitely say yes to the opportunity and start thinking. There's I was actually telling to one of the girls today as well, who was kind of interested in the business, said, do you know, like, next year is going to be financially difficult, it's financial recession, all of that. I said, everyone needs side hustle, you know, everyone needs side hustle, because what I used to earn from my previous job, there is no way, like, even then I struggled than it was before pandemics and all these wars and things like that. And there is no way now I could actually survive on the wage I used to get paid. Like, there is no way, because all the money that I would get paid, it would go straight to all the bills. That's it. Not even food, that wouldn't be enough for food, what I used to earn. So I think everyone needs this opportunity right now more than ever, because it's like 2020. It was like pandemic. That was the year when I changed my life. You know, that was the year when I changed my life. And a lot of people changed their lives in 2020. When it was pandemic, it was crisis. So the next year is going to be potentially similar year, you know, but you have the opportunity to grab it and to make one of the best for you. So yeah, that's my story. Obviously, there's a lot of things happened, but thanks so much for having me, listening.
Honestly, Agne, I could listen to your story all day long, all day night. It's just incredible. And I remember the day when for the first time we started talking, and I thought, oh my goodness, she's so skeptical. She's never gonna join us. And look at you, like, literally amazing global team, and you can be absolutely anywhere. You live the best life. Thank you, Agne, for sharing. And honestly, it's just thank you for your time, especially knowing you're traveling and got global team, and you're still yet able to control keeping in control. Mim, could you share yours now? We're gonna try to keep it short because I see we've been here almost half an hour. But Mim, could you share yours, and I'm share your pictures, okay?
Hello, ladies. Wow, what a story. I absolutely love these stories. So where did I start? I started in, I would say October 2019. I guess maybe I was in a level of skepticism because I was following this girl for probably about a year before I actually did anything myself. So, I mean, a whole year, that's a whole 24 months, right? Of thinking and basically stalking this girl's socials, thinking, you know, looking at all her transformation pictures that she's putting up from different people, seeing, you know, different events that she's been going to, and just really loving life, right? So for me, it was more of the health benefits. I've always been someone who is, I guess, been on a weight loss journey. And so the weight loss testimonies for me really hit home for myself. And, I just, at the end of the year, I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to go bite the bullet. Money was a bit of an issue, but I did scrape up the money that I had basically stashed in different places. And I got on the products. I got on the shakes. I got on the capsules, as in the berry capsules, and the controls as well. And I just went for it. I, followed the guides, and I think my place in my head was like, listen, if these people can go ahead and do it, I really want this to work. Again, the whole skepticalism, I was like, oh God, I hope this does work. And it really did. I basically lost 1 kilo a week for the first 4 or 5 weeks. Felt absolutely amazing. Didn't tell anyone except for my partner. He knew. And people were starting to see like a difference in me, myself, and physically, but also my skin as well. And then, you know what it's like, when something changes for the better for yourself, you just have that glow. And we call it like the JP glow, right? So I'm still on a weight loss journey, but I think for me, starting the products really gave me a sense of actually understanding what I'm putting inside my body, and the best things to go ahead and put inside my body. Because obviously with these products, there's copious amounts of fruits and vegetables inside. So when you put this goodness inside your body automatically will go ahead and want to crave better foods. And that's exactly what happened to me as well. This transformation right now, this was the one that just before, this one on the right hand side, that was after my 10-day shred. And again, you as you get into this business, and you reach certain goals, and you change your health goals, and you see your other goals as well. But I went ahead and I followed a different plan, literally just for 10 days. And it is so you can actually see myself changing as well. It's very much about, this is my little one, about my energy levels as well. And it's just, to get you back on track. And then after actually initially losing my first amount of weight, I like I said, I knew there was a business side of things. And I was like, do you know what? Money's not on our side right then. And we were in a bit of a pickle. I did go ahead and I scrapped the 50 pounds together, and I actually joined up because I thought, do you know what? I've got my own testimony, and I know of so many people who are in, roughly the same boat or so. And I know if these products have done this to myself, all the other testimonies that this girl was posting up, hair, skin, nails, immune system, things for little children, or children, their immune system and that. I was like, do you know what? This is just amazing. And just also the fact that, we are the most scientifically researched nutritional company in the whole world says absolutely masses to me. So I was like, do you know what? I'm going to go for it. But like Agne as well, I went in, but I'm very much a person who needs to know exactly what I'm doing. So it's taken me, those are my 3 girls there. So it took me a few months. Then of course lockdown hit in March 2020, and everyone was forced into thinking about their health, whether they liked it or not. Us being a health and wellness company, this was perfect. But not only that, we helped people obviously get healthier, but also get wealthier as well. And I thought, you know what, if any time, this is definitely the time to go ahead and just do it, right? And just do it. And we had the amount of support that we had. Looking back at it now, community-wise, training-wise, I don't know what I would have, how I would have been when the pandemic really, really hit. When it was just very scary at the beginning, and it was just really played on your mind, right? And I think that was probably one of the first times that I actually experienced anxiety, like proper anxiety. But actually, because of the amount of different calls that we had during the day, obviously everyone was working online, you know, just to have that bubble of positivity and community was literally everything. Like looking back on it now, thank goodness, right? Thank goodness. And I was home with my 3 girls. Andrew was, because he was working in the field, he was actually still going out to work. So it was just me and the 3 girls. And luckily we had, you know, a garden. It was the summertime. I had my laptop outside in the garden, working, getting on calls and talking to people and reassuring people and getting people on their health plans and stuff, and starting, you know, other people with their own businesses. And there's nothing better than when you start your business and you start really helping people that really want to be helped, no matter what health goal they've got, but then you also offer them the business as well, or they see that, you know, there's a business opportunity as well, and to see them start off their own franchise as well and start earning for themselves, no matter, like, you know, how they want their money to transpire, whether that's just, you know, earning just a little bit, earning just a little bit, or earning a lot, or if they want to, you know, and especially now, you know, with this extra money that comes into our banks on the 10th of every month. For me personally, having a family of 5, 3 girls and Andrew, it helps with household bills, right? It helps with our energy. God, it helps with petrol. It helps with food shops. It helps with, you know, Christmas, you know, at the moment. It helps with, you know, children's activities, school clothes. It's just, you know, the list goes on and on and on. Being in London, prices are a little bit higher as well, like, you know, so absolutely hugely thankful for this business and this opportunity. And I'm actually really, really proud of myself for, you know, going through with it and saying my own yes, because you know, it allows me, and this is a picture of me in Westfield, you know, going shopping. It just allows that little extra bit to not, you know, on top of obviously everything else that we kind of pull into our bubble, in our family bubble. But yeah, you know, it makes me really hugely proud to have said my own yes and never look back. And you know, it's been 3 years now, and I cannot wait for the future. And yeah, just to carry on, build, and help more people, help as many people as I can.
Love that, Mim. Oh my goodness, like literally so amazing to hear your story as well. And mom of 3, right? And still you can run this business. So if anyone got the excuse, I got 1 child at home, there you go. Mim, she's got 3. So yeah. So I'm going to be briefly sharing my story, but before I'm jumping, Mim mentioned about anxiety, and I know Agne had massive anxiety in the past. Do you mind, Agne, just like for 1 minute, unmute and share how your this business made you kind of beat that feeling and anxiety and all that?
Yes, so definitely. So I think the best thing that happened is because what I learned, that you can't be anxious and grateful at the same time. You either be grateful or anxious, right? So either stressful or grateful. So when I really started getting very close to the fire in this business, like going to trainings, taking all the tips, like starting meditation, being consistent with it, not like just doing once a week, but doing every day, like creating your own rituals of mindset, what you're going to do. Then what happened, that once the mindset shifted to this gratitude and love feeling, then I actually really didn't have like even time to think about what I was going through. And I think all the anxiety that I was going through, it was because I didn't have, you know, this business, to be honest. Like I lack all the time something in life. Like I always had this going to work, being busy, but still lacked something. Still there was something missing, you know. And maybe for my personality, I needed something like that. I'm not too sure. I'm still like trying to figure out, but I think that was the answer, you know. And obviously once the business came, like self-development came itself, because, you know, if you want to be successful, if you want to gain a lot of success, you need to have a very strong mindset as well, you know. And this business is teaching you a lot of things. So I think that's the main thing. Just be consistent with the rituals that you're going to create for your mindset every single day.
Thank you, Agne. Amazing. Thank you so much. And I can see, like, I know you for a few years now, and I can see how much you changed, and speaking on a big stage and sharing your journey and story. So guys, I'm going to share quickly my story. So I'm mom of 2, Zumba instructor, and this business came purely because I didn't look for the business. I looked to fix my health. As a Zumba instructor, I started straight away after giving birth, and I'm not able to come back to my, I call normal job, all jobs normal, but 9 to 5 job, because purely we could not pay childcare. It was just for 2 children, way too much. My husband actually had to top up. When we put like how much we would be paying for the childcare, he would have had to top up 200 pounds me to go to work. So if I go to work, my husband have to pay me to go to work. I don't know if anyone relates to that. Probably many do, who have children gaps of 2 to 3 years age. So 1 year he would have had to do that, plus obviously petrol expenses and everything else. So he said, there's no way you're coming back to job. I become Zumba instructor, and along the side came this opportunity, but I took not as opportunity, I took as having discount for the products that I needed to fix my health, because straight away after giving birth and straight away jumping from no classes to 12 classes per week and not having any experience in the fitness background, I had to so working hard. I spent over 5,000 pounds, I remember, for the first few months before I even started to do real life classes in the venues. And every week by week, I had to pay for the rent, and the classes we had to build up, like literally week by week build up classes, and no one knew about me. I didn't know how to promote. I didn't know how to be, how to go out and, hey, I'm Zumba instructor, come to my classes. Guess what? First week I had 0 people, second week 0 people, and then slowly, bit by bit, and I become a successful Zumba instructor. However, things a bit slipped out of my hands through health, and I was looking for something 100% natural, something that I really need fast, quick fix and get my body back to normal. My hair was, I lost so much hair. I was so weak and I was so low. My blood red cells literally was so bad. They was not creating enough, quick enough. So basically, make it this short. When I find this product, I start using the product, I start feeling better, and I joined to get discount to me to get commissions back, some money back. And then people start coming to me and like, what are you doing? Like, you're really changing, like you're doing something. And what I did is just using our products day in, day out, without failure. And I started having those questions, people coming to me and like, do you know what, I need this, whatever you're doing, give it to me. That's how I find our girl, by the way, I'm gonna share as well screen. As well, I'm gonna put this as well, just to show you can be as much as fitness person, but if you're not eating right, you can exercise 100 hours per week if you like, and you could still not look healthy or have the energy levels. Like honestly, 10 years ago, I was more tired and more unhealthy than I am now with less classes. And I started Zumba classes almost 11 years ago. So I'm healthier with 4 classes per week than I was doing 12 classes per week. So it goes to show that it definitely works. And this is comes over the months, over the years, and our body cells changing week by week, month by month, year by year. And I can feel massive difference. I wouldn't be without. Now, what I wanted to highlight as well. So when people come to me asking about products, what happens? They want help. I got results, they want results. Why do I? Helping them to get results, and what's happening? I started getting paid. And I'm like, oh, this is actually working. And when he had this awakening time, like it's actually working, I'm kind of like, okay. I remember I came to that Zoom like every week they have, and I'm in that group, that community, and like everyone doing those Zooms. You know what? I'm gonna come to that Zoom. And I went to the Zoom, and I remember Alex Webb, one of the top guys in the company. We lost him. It's very painful to talk about it anyway, but I miss terribly Alex Webb. But anyone knows him, you know what I'm talking about. So I came to that Zoom and he actually unmuted me. I'm like, oh, I have to speak, like what's going on? And that's where he kind of awakened me inside. And like, actually all these people successful, everyone sharing stories from who started from beginning. And that time was my very first Zoom. I came after whatever few weeks and months and even didn't think to be in a business. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go in those Zooms, listening, taking in, learning, and trying to do something about it. And I remember after first convention, when company convention, I cried because I did not share this opportunity with people who need it. And I remember that's where I find Agne, who is on the call here. I find our amazing as well. We got top leaders. We got Kasia. By the way, this is and I'm gonna share a picture. This is one of our events. Let me, it's just opening. This is one of our memories events we had together, as well as we had Agne on the call. This is our recognition, one of the conventions, club growth recognition. And again, without all these people, amazing people, like seriously, like look at this, like this picture where I'm so happy, excited. I mean, here I'm happy, excited, but I look a bit different here than there, you know. Anyway, so what I wanted to say, all this came with the hard work, with them working together as a team, and this is where I end up here. And you know, this is without the teamwork, without the people I got in the team who's absolutely amazing, like Agne, Kasia, everyone else, Mim, like look at your team, Emma, you guys absolutely smashing it. And I just so grateful for all this community, what this business gave. And during the lockdown, when classes was after 10 years working, classes been absolutely shut overnight. I had this business only, and this business was I call accidental business, because I can't call anywhere otherwise anything else, because I did not plan to do business. I was comfortable with the Zumba money, and I'm so glad I took this business then. And when it hit COVID, we was able to create a beautiful renovation in a house, extensions and all that, which cost crazy money. And during lockdown, we literally did that. We did during like when lockdown hit, we sold out all that, and we have dream house, like everything what we wish, we got it. And now we just need to continue, keep growing, share this opportunity with everyone else. And yeah, and I want to say just I'm so thankful, grateful for all the people around we working together. And if anyone thinking of joining, by the way, I have to share that as well. We got 50% off joining fee. So anyone, Agne, Mim, Emma's friends, if you're watching this, don't lose that opportunity, because you can gift yourself with the best Christmas present. And actually yesterday, I have to share this. Yesterday, my husband said, oh, do you know how much, guess how much our bill gone higher, how much we're paying for gas? And when he said, I could not believe it. We're gonna pay 50% more what we paid. It's shocking. I was like, what? Because obviously we did have cold days and everything, but still yet, it's a bit shocking. And guess where is that extra bits balances out our lifestyle is gonna be from this business. So yeah, girls, if you just literally like half minute, what would you say if somebody's sitting on a fence, why they should join business? Okay, start with Mim. Mim, if you're mute, yeah, half minute, yeah?
What would I say? Do it. Don't delay. Honestly, 50% off. You've got 3 days left. 3 days left. Honestly, it's given me so much more than, yes, the extra income, but it's grown my confidence. It's grown my body confidence. It's made my family healthier. Honestly, there's literally you will have nothing to lose, and you have so much to gain. Honestly, it's my best yes yet.
Agne?
Yeah, as I mentioned, just need to go for it. And I would say that this business should be charged much more to join. £25 is absolute nothing, because people actually, when it's £50, they treat it like as a £50. But as I mentioned, I shared my story, I said yes, and look how much my life changed in less than 2 years, So it's not enough to join, it's really down to, like I say to the people that join in my team, I say, if you're going to join the business and if you're going to give all in, I'm going to be your resource. You're going to talk to me a lot, like we will lock in massively. But if you're going to join my team and you're not going to take my advice, we're not going to work closely, So it's really up to you what you're going to do with it. But you can change your life, because you're not only getting all the virtual offices and everything, but you get mentors. Like Regina shared, Alex Webb, Dan Aldridge, you know, all the other people as well. Like Alex Webb was a legendary mentor, and we had him. We're able to learn from him, to get access to all these, you know, business minds that can change your life forever. So people pay thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds to get on the trainings, to get a life coach, you know. So think about this, £25 is nothing, and I can guarantee you it's going to change your life in some way, you want it or not. So yeah.
Emma?
Literally just go for it, figure it out later, because like Agne said, you've got access to so many different things. And yeah, if you were joining and it was £50, you're getting so much for £50, but actually it's 25, you're getting so much, so much for £25. It's ridiculous. And yeah, like a lot of you've said already, you know, it can improve your confidence. It can make you feel part of a fantastic community of people who are also like-minded and amazing. And the opportunities are endless, literally, with whether it be traveling, whether it be, you know, gaining long life friends, you know, earning that extra bit of money to, like Regina said about the bills and stuff, you know, not having that extra worry, you know, and the fact that you're paying £25 for your very own business, it would cost you a hell of a lot more to set one up yourself. You know, if you were to go and buy a shop and set it all up, buy all the equipment to set it all up, you know, all of those sorts of things would cost an absolute bomb. And yes, you could do that with this business if you wanted to, if you have that vision, but you know, the trainings that you get included within all of this £25, you know, your virtual office and your own website, people are, you know, people spend thousands on their own websites, you know, so £25, an absolute bargain. You've heard we were all skeptical, so if you are as well, then you will soon see that this is such an amazing opportunity, and the products are just incredible. And if you're already on them anyway, then you need to sign up, because you're going to get commission back on those, and let's help you get your friends and family to gain the same benefits too.
Amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. And like, seriously, I know we kept you all long to watch the stream, but do you know what? We had such a beautiful, amazing story. So yeah, take it in, get on the message to Mim, Agne, Emma, all you got so many options, you know, and yeah. Speak soon, everyone. Bye for now. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.